but I have to take the time to do it too. You know? I just happen to have done mine before you did it.
Yep.
I eat earlier than you do. So I went through the trouble earlier. But everybody has to do that. That's part of life, having to cook. You know? It's just part of life. That's how you live.
Yep.
Just cook your meal, you know? You know, it's just part of saving money and part of life, having to do this. You know? You know, I've cooked for years, you know, I don't enjoy cooking, but I have to do it. You know, that's how I live. You know what I'm saying? There's just something that has to be done. That is one of them. You know? Chris?
Yep.
You know, it's just unfortunately it takes your attention to do it. And it doesn't hurt to give your attention to that because it's just part of life.
Now the bubbling's starting to move out more towards the outer edge.
Well, it's starting to get hotter. The guys stir it again.
That's bubbling pretty good now.
Well, stir it again. Don't let it get burnt to the fan. I want it to boil quite a bit more, just a little bit more. I remember it wouldn't go close to the edge before, you know. Is it starting to get thicker?
Somewhat, yeah. Haven't really noticed much difference yet.
How far out the edges is it boiling?
Like it's getting closer to the outer edge. It's not there yet.
Well, just give it some more time. You know.
Now the soup I'm using to stir, it's more like a soup spoon.
It's that plastic one, isn't it?
You haven't seen it. When I put the video on, you'll see which one I'm using.
It's not a metal one, though. Right?
No, it's all plastic.
Well, it works fine what you're using. It doesn't matter what you're using. That spoon's fine to stir it with. You know, it's a perfectly good spoon to work with.
That'd be cool one day if they gave us all new appliances.
Yes, it would. You know, it'd be really nice if they did. It really would.
Well, they may not have the money to do that right now.
It would be nice if they did it sometime because obviously they are getting a little on the warm side, but it would be nice if that happened.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened yet. The one you got at least works. If it broke, then I'm sure they'd get you one sooner.
Yep.
If you start obvious, it would have to be replaced then.
What's that?
If it broke, they would have to replace it sooner.
Yep. See, if it broke, I wouldn't be able to cook.
Right, and they would have to replace that stove for you then.
Sometimes that's just hard to do, you know, especially when I'm not here.
Well, they can get into your apartment. They have keys. They can replace it without you there.
They can?
Well, they fixed your furnace when you weren't home.
That's because I think I gave him a spare key. I don't think I gave him a spare key.
No, you didn't. They have keys for that.
Oh. Now it's getting to the outer edge now.
A lot or just somewhat?
I've noticed it's moved a lot more than it did before I stirred it last time.
Well, stir it again. We want to get it, just really want to make sure it's rolling a real good boil before I have you do the next step.
Haven't really noticed much more thickness to it yet.
That's why you need to keep cooking it. That's what helps make it get thick is this cooking process. All this is part of getting this thing prepared.
Right.
It's all part of the process, is doing what you're doing.
Right.
You're doing good. It takes your attention. You got to spend your attention doing this.
Yep.
over at first, and then they finally started backing up more and more as I did it. You know, same way I'm doing with you right now. I literally got to pay attention to you. After a while, when you get better at it, like I said, the goal is to where I just sit back and listen.
Yep.
Not say a word, you know. My goal is I just think get this equipment out and do it, you know. But you're not at that yet. You need help, you know. It'll take a while before you get to that point, you know. But that end result goal, I'd like to see you get there eventually.
Yeah. Didn't seem like the pan was all the way on the stove, though, for a moment.
What'd you say?
Didn't seem like the pan was all the way on the stove. All the way on the burner.
Is it on the burner right now?
Of course it is.
You just have to pay attention to that. Pan slide around some. That's why you gotta really pay attention that it doesn't happen like that.
Are you sure we don't have to turn the heat up anymore?
No, you cook with medium heat. Because turning the heat up can burn the stuff. The whole idea is patiently cooking your food. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You gotta pay attention to your food. You don't just cook it fast. That's what ruins the pans. And it also damages the food. You have to be patient. It takes time to cook stuff. High heat does not cook stuff. That just burns. Okay?
Stir it again.
Yep, stir it again.
Now it's getting a little more thicker.
That's what I mean. It takes time. It needs this cooking time to do its job.
The damn pan would stop moving.
What?
The damn pan would stop moving.
Well, you need to hold it with your other hand. I thought you said your phone was on your belt and you have two hands first.
No. These aren't very good burners.
Well, you need to support the pan with your other hand so you do not spill it.
Seems like I'm losing liquid.
Huh?
Seems like the liquid's going down a little bit more each time.
You're supposed to. That's the whole idea. You're cooking your liquid off. That's what makes the food get thicker.
Oh.
It's supposed to happen. That's what goes out in the steam. That's why you have to boil the food for a certain length of time.
Oh.
That's what makes it work. That's what you're supposed to do. That liquid cooks out, and that's what makes the food get thick. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. That's a good observation, what you just noticed there. That's what's supposed to happen. That's the correct thing that the food's supposed to do. That's how you make food. There's many different types of food. You cook it down like that, and that's what makes it get thicker. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the process of it.
And half of this pan's not even touching. Doesn't seem like this pan's on the burner the right way.
Was it centered on the burner?
Yeah, for the most part.
Well, that's about the best you can do with the size of the burner it is. You're using the same burner we did the other time, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, it's as big as that burner is. It's just you have to have it centered on there. That's just the way it works. That's how a stove works. You just have to center it the best you can.
Now when do we have to let it simmer?
When we get it boiling hard enough. That's the whole idea. You gotta get it boiling hard enough first.
Like where it's boiling around the whole pan?
Well, as far as it does on that pan, it's not quite far enough yet.
Well, the boiling's definitely starting to move out.
Right, that's the whole idea. We just want it to move out enough. How far out is it?
Like starting to leave the center of the pan?
Well, before it moved out more than it has so far, and that's the whole idea. The whole cooking process of what we're doing to get it done. You know, it takes us like the time to get the thing to the right consistency.
Right.
It's the whole idea of what makes the meal cook. You know, this is how you make the food work.
Right.
Eventually that place may get new appliances, but right now you got the ones you got to work with.
Yep. Well, it's getting more on the outer edge of the front of the pan than it is towards my side.
Well, that's the way it works sometimes.
I gotta stir it again, I suppose.
You just gotta keep stirring it. The burner probably just doesn't cook real evenly, and some of them don't. You know, it's just the nature of that stove, and that's by doing this more often, we'll figure out the habits of your stove too.
Yeah.
You know, we only used it the one time and it worked. But, you know, it just takes time. Just takes time.
I'm stirring it more on the outer edges like you told me to do.
Well, that's what you want to do is you want to stir the whole entire thing. You just have to pay attention to it.
I'm gonna stop stirring now.
And stop for a couple minutes and see what it does again. You just have to pay attention to it, you know. It takes time to do this.
My camera's starting to get real warm.
Well, I probably will because you're standing in the house there.
Right. Maybe I should back away from the pan a little bit.
Well, you got heat there. You know, everything's going to get warm. Your body gets warm while you stand there and cook.
Right, but I want my camera in that intense heat.
Well, just back up a little bit. Back the body up a little bit and just kind of reach your arms out more. You just have to pay attention to what you're doing here.
It's taking his good old time getting towards the outer edge.
How far out is it?
Still mostly in the center.
Let's stir it again.
I'm getting tired.
Rich, you gotta pay attention and do this. You know, it's part of life to have to stand there and cook your supper. You know, I don't like to stand and have to do that either, but it's just part of life. You know?
Riding my bike all day, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, but you just gotta get your meal cooked too.
Cat's already 9:30. Damn.
Well, you're having a late supper, but you do need to eat. You know, it's just important.
Seems like this is taking longer than it did last time.
It's not. It's taking the same amount of time. You just think it is because you want it to happen faster. It's not taking any longer. It just seems like it is. Because you're being a little more impatient tonight. But it does
I'm just tired, that's all.
What?
I'm just tired.
Well, it's just part of life, you know. You gotta eat your supper, so you gotta stay awake and get your supper eaten, and after that, get your meal eaten and everything, and you can fall in bed and go to sleep. But it's very important that you do eat, because the activities you're going to be doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, you need to eat good, because you need the food in your tummy so you can do the racing tomorrow, because that's going to take a lot out of you when you have to rush to that clock tomorrow.
Yeah. No kidding. I'll tell you what, I just hope it ain't windy. That'll really drain it out of me.
Well, that's the way it goes. Racing is a different concept from just riding your bike down the road like you do.
Yeah.
Racing is that you gotta go as fierce and as fast and as hard as you physically can to beat that clock. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that does take a lot of energy out of your body. You know, it really does. You know, racing is very tough to a body. It's just like when I race through the swimming pool. You don't think that's not easy. That's hard too.
Yeah, I imagine.
I jump out of the pool, my heart's just beating about pounding on my chest when I first get out. And you will be too when you race. Your heart will be pounding real hard. You know?
I mean, the first race I've done in 16 years.
That's what I mean. Your heart will beat really hard when you do this. You know, it's all altogether different than just pacing yourself going down the road like you used to doing. You know, the longer race you pace to a certain point, but you still have to keep at it so the other guys don't go around you. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stir it again.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's getting a little thicker.
I told you it will. The whole idea of this process is to get that meal to the thickness that it's supposed to be at and to eat it. I'm going to tell you something. Like if you're standing there cooking, you're cooking away and doing what you're doing. If you ever heard the fire alarm go off, the thing to do is you would slide your pan to the back burner and then go out.
Yeah.
You wouldn't leave it where it's at. You just scoot it down to a cold burner and shut your burner off real fast and then run outside.
Why you suddenly mention that?
Because you never know when your staff can come over there and do a fire drill on you.
But they don't even know about that yet. We haven't had a meeting about that yet with my staff.
But I'm just saying, that time could come at some point. I just think of it because it's just, like, this is just part of me giving you lessons on how to cook. That's just something what you could somewhat know.
Yeah. My camera's been going on for an hour now.
Well, it takes time to cook. It's the whole idea of getting this done and eating a hearty meal. You know, you need to eat good meals.
Right. You think it's time to simmer yet?
How much boiling you got going on?
Still mostly in the center.
But is it boiling pretty hard?
It's better, oh. That's why I wish you could see what I was doing. I really do.
I think you could turn it down to medium
Oh, let's see.
Which is where, if I could see it, it would help, yes.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
I set the heat back a little bit and
How far down?
now turn it down to
Medium low?
the medium low.
Okay. Are we going to start to let it simmer now?
Yep, and set it, it'll simmer now.
For how long?
It says 15 minutes, but the last time we did it, we didn't have to go that long.
Well, set the timer anyways.
Last time we got it off a little before that because it got thick enough.
Yeah. So just let it simmer then. I don't have to stir it.
I'm going to be right back with you. I got to answer a phone call quick enough to you.
All right.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, this something, the president of the railroad called me and had to ask me a quick question.
Oh.
I'd like to put it quick for me to get back to you.
Now, do I have to stir it while it's simmering?
Mm-hmm.
I do?
Every once in a while you do, yeah, you don't want it to burn. Now stand there and pay attention to it until you're done. The stirring is what rotates it through so it cooks evenly, remember?
Yep. Oh, I didn't think you had to stir it while it was simmering.
Just every once in a while. Not quite as often, but every once in a while. Yes, this is where us doing this is how you learn to do that. You know, in time it'll come natural. Right now you're just having to learn.
Right.
It just takes time to learn. That's why I'm helping you like this. This is like I had to answer that phone call real quick. And I was a little nervous having to do that with you with that pan on the stove. But I did, you know, because I knew I wasn't going to be gone that long. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure nothing goes wrong while you're doing this. without a problem.
Right.
Man. You know, I don't like to cook. It's just about like cooking, have to sit here and help you with this. It's the same concept. I can't really do anything else. I gotta sit here and help you cook, you know, because it's important that it gets done.
Right.
It's very important that it gets done.
I didn't empty all 100% of the stuff out of the... Dang it!
What are you doing? What was that crash?
Are you fucking serious now?
What'd you do?
Oh, I just dropped a... I was looking in the can to see if I got all the liquid into it, and there was still some left in the can.
How much?
Just a small amount. But the can slipped out of my hand and spilled all over my oven, or all over my stove, or all over my dishwasher and onto the floor.
Don't worry about it. What little didn't get in the pan, don't worry about it now.
Now that's gonna stick under the washer, and it's gonna be hard as hell to get off.
What'd you do?
I spilled the remaining stuff on the floor and all over in the front of my dishwasher.
Well, grab the rag and wipe it off real fast.
Oh, man.
This is why I'm on the phone, because of stuff like this. I don't want anything to happen that you get hurt. You know, that was just a little minor mess, but if you'd have dropped that hot pan of food, I would have been really concerned because you can get hurt.
Right.
And that's what I was afraid of when I heard that noise.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I said, what was that crash?
Right.
That's why I'm paying attention to you, undividedly. That's why I was a little afraid to even answer the president of the railroad right, the quick question.
Right.
Because I'd be afraid of that crash while I wasn't on the phone with you. Because if you haven't had enough practice that I can feel sufficient to do that just yet.
Yeah.
Right now I feel like I just about, if I was there, I'd be standing in that kitchen watching you and not going anywhere else.
Right.
So this is pretty much like watching you orally.
Well, I got it cleaned up.
What?
I got it cleaned up.
Good. Now check your pan of food now to make sure it's doing okay.
I'm stirring it again. Wow, it seems like I lost a lot of it.
Well, it's supposed to cook down. That's the whole idea of it.
Well, it's already been 7 minutes. It hasn't gotten much thicker.
Yeah, but how thick is it? Is it thick? Is it nice and thick?
I just don't think something's right. It's more towards the sides of the pan.
We gotta stir the whole pan so it's stirred around.
I'm doing that.
You say, what's the matter?
I'm stirring it, but just... You gotta wait till I put the video on. It's hard to explain to you over the phone.
Is it getting thicker?
Doesn't seem like it, no.
It doesn't get pasty thick. It just gets thicker. You still have a sauce with it while you cook it, or while you eat it. It's not going to be pasty thick.
It just seems like most of it's on the outer edge of the pan now.
Well, you try to kind of stir it through and keep stirring it. That's how it works when you simmer. It's supposed to be towards the edges like that. When you simmer, it does to you a little differently. That's how it works. That's why it's not doing it in the middle and more towards the edges. That's how when it simmer a pan of food, that's how it does work.
And most of the liquid's on the outer edges, you mean?
Well, you gotta stir that liquid towards the middle.
I'm trying, Beth. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about when I put the video on later.
Well, it did the same thing the last time when you did it. And then it suddenly just got right and then you ate it. And see, after you cook it for that 15 minutes, and then remember how you leave it stand for 5 minutes? That's what kind of fixes that.
And this is like taking a lot longer than it did last time.
No, it's not. It's the same.
Beth, we've been here for over an hour.
No, we were the last time when we did it too.
We did a lot less than an hour last time.
Well, sometimes different kits act a little different. You know, the consistency might have been different and all that stuff. You know, obviously what little was left in that can didn't get in there. You know, all of that makes a huge difference.
That's what I was afraid of, not getting it all in there. And I know I dumped it all in there, but evidently I guess some of it I didn't get in there.
You got to pay attention to all that. So I couldn't see that you didn't do that. You know, you got to break that stuff out of the sand and stuff. You know.
That doesn't seem like we're getting anywhere.
Huh?
It doesn't seem like we're getting anywhere.
It isn't watery thing, is it?
It's what?
It's not watery thing like when you started, is it?
No, it's thicker, but it just hasn't gotten real thick yet.
It doesn't get real thick until you get done with the 15 minutes of the simmering.
Matt, there's 5 minutes to go. You think in the next 5 minutes it's going to magically be a lot thicker?
Yes, because when you shut it off, you put it on the back burner and it just sets for a little bit. That's when it thickens up. And especially when you put those crummy things on. That all takes care of that.
I think part of the problem is I said to turn the heat down.
No, we had to turn the heat down. Remember, you turn it down to a certain point. This is how it's supposed to work, Chris. It's working about the same way.
I hope.
It's still tastes the same. It's not like you really do. What's that noise?
We're in the water for a second.
Oh. No, it cooks up. I think the last time, remember when you swapped a little water out of it? You know, it got thick a little quicker. I think what I'm going to do the next time when we do this, knowing that this one isn't thickening up quite as fast, I might have you put a cup and a half of water in versus a full 2 cups.
All right.
Probably you have to dump things like that with those.
I'm starting to wonder if we hadn't put enough water in it.
No, you might have put a little too much water in, is what might have happened.
Too much?
Remember you swapped some out and then you added a little more in it, you might have put a little too much in. That may be what happened.
Oh.
You know, that's why I'm saying it's, you know, the last time we got it accurately measured in, you might have got just a touch more water in it. It will do that, but it'll take enough and be alright to eat it. You know, it's not going to hurt anything. It's a little bit thinner. You know, that's not going to hurt nothing. It'll still taste the same. You know, it'll just be a little more soupier this time. It's not going to hurt nothing. And as you rewarm them and stuff, they'll get thicker anyhow. It's no big deal. Okay?
Yep.
It'll work just fine. You know, it tastes the same and everything. It's not going to affect you. It's just a little bit thinner. It's not that huge a deal. Okay? What I'm going to do the next time, I'm going to have you put a tad little less water in it.
Yep.
You know, obviously. See, this is what I'm trying to figure out, too, how well these work. Sometimes I've adjusted recipes to make them work right. And obviously this one, if it's sticking this long to get thick enough, I've seen either you put a little too much water in, which I'll know by the video when you put the video on. Which probably happens because remember you swapped some out on the counter? And
Yeah.
That might be I had to put too much in, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. You know, so it's no big deal. It'll taste the same way. You know, if you had a little flour in the house, I would probably had you put just a touch in there and that would have thickened it up. You know, there's ways to fix that, but, you know, it's going to taste the same with what you're doing.
Now what do I do? Just let it simmer until it's done?
Yeah, just wait till the bell goes off, and then I'll have you slide it on the back burner for a minute or two. Now I put the crummies on the top like you do, and then you'll eat it. You know, it'll be just fine. Don't worry about it.
So you think I put too much water in it?
That's what I think happens. We just got a little too much in it. But it'll turn out and it'll work just fine. Just don't worry about it. Don't get locked onto that. It'll taste just fine to eat it. Alright?
Yep. Just been standing here for over an hour. It's getting tired.
I really think we got a little too much water in it this time, but it'll be fine. You know, once you cook it, it'll be a nice, once you eat it, it'll be a nice meal. Like I said, sometimes they get a little thinner than others, but, you know, things happen like that, but it's not like it's not going to taste right. And it still has all the flavoring in it. You know, it'll be just fine. That's the whole idea of the stirring all the time. It gets it well mixed together. taste one of the potatoes and see how firm they are. If it's getting kind of soft, it's time to eat it.
You say what now?
Crack one of the potatoes off. Eat it and see how it tastes or see how...
Hold on. Hold on.
Remember we did that the last time.
Yeah.
It's about time to do that.
Tastes good.
Okay, take it off then. It's done.
It's done?
Yep, it's done then.
I add the whatever it is, this stuff.
Yeah, it comes from the top. Wipe out the hot burner, put it on the back burner like you did before.
There goes the timer. Now turn the thing off now.
Turn the hot burner off now, just like we did before.
Oh. Yes. Never open this damn bag right. What? I got it now. Am I adding the wrong thing?
Huh? What'd you say?
I think I added the wrong thing into it.
What'd you add into it?
This bag of hash browns.
What, you didn't put it in there?
I didn't put it in. No.
Huh?
I didn't put the hash browns in. So I put the wrong damn thing in there.
You had the gummies in it. Oh, shit. This is how you learn. Put it back on the burner, cook it a little more, and they'll get the hash browns cooked.
Now what do I do with the ones I put in there?
Just leave them in there. Just stir it through it and put it back on the hot. Turn the burner back on a little bit. Turn it about up.
Medium again?
Yeah, just let it below medium and cook it for a little bit. You'll be alright.
We just forgot they had the hash browns, didn't we?
We sure did. And I didn't realize you did. I thought you put them in there.
Now stir what's in there into it.
Yes, stir them in good and leave it cook for a few minutes. Just turn the heat up to medium and I'll quick cook them.
Oops.
They'll be fine.
Damn it.
Yes, it is, damn it. But it's worth saving it. Don't be alarmed. Put it back on the burner again.
Yes. Do I move it what's on the outer ridges to the middle now?
Yeah, just turn it around like you were doing.
It's all on the outer edges now.
Huh?
It's all on the outer edges of the pan now.
Well, stir it into the middle. You gotta kind of pull it towards the middle. Go slowly and gently stir it towards the middle of the pan.
I am, but it's still going out towards the edge.
Well, it's just the nature of it. You gotta keep stirring it. The hash browns will cook up. That's why I told you to put it just slightly under medium heat.
No wonder why it wasn't like it used to be last time. I knew something was wrong.
Yeah, but I couldn't see what it was. Oh. Well, the next time when we do this, I'll tell you, make sure you got all the proper ingredients.
Yeah.
It's all in the last time. I thought you had it in this time.
No, I just emptied the sauce in. That's all I did.
See? This is where you're learning, Chris. You know?
Man, I'm tired, man.
It's not ruined. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm just tired.
The hash browns will cook up real quick. It won't take very long to get those going.
I'm standing here for over an hour.
Well, strange things happen like this sometimes. I didn't realize you didn't put them in there. I thought it was good news. Yeah. But it won't take long to cook those up. All they gotta do is get warm. That's all
Now
they
I stop stirring now.
taste one to see how it tastes. Make sure they're not rock hard.
Hold on.
Take one of them out and see if they softened up.
I was like, I knew something was wrong when I saw those hash browns sitting there. I was like, ah, shit.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I said when I saw those hash browns sitting there, I was like, ah, shit, I forgot to add something.
Now grab one of them out and see how soft it is. Make sure it's going to taste all right.
Oh, hold on. Let me find one here.
You know, things happen acting like this sometimes. I was going to make some of you do this.
No, they gotta cook more.
Huh?
They gotta cook more.
I figured they do because that's your potato.
Yeah, it's not soft yet. Well, I guess it was both of our faults on that.
Yes, it was. Let me call you right back with the work phone. My battery's about shot on this telephone. Let me call you right back with the other phone.
All right.